Many of you are aware how desperate the times we live in are. Many of you know how deeply entrenched our history is with occultism, Freemasonry, and evil. Many of you know of the false flags, of the conspiracies, of the cover-ups. You see the chemtrails, you know about 9/11. You've heard of the New World Order. But here's what you don't know. The New World, our country, America, was and is a Freemasonic occultic experiment. The proof we are about to show you will lay to rest any doubt, any question as to who the human perpetrators of evil are in this world. The University of Exeter in England is offering a new course of study, a postgraduate program, come one, come all, and sign up to get your master's in Western esotericism. Here's what they have to offer. Exeter, Amsterdam, and the Sorbonne are presently the only universities offering postgraduate courses or doctoral supervision in Western esotericism. The Western esoteric traditions reach back to Hermeticism, Neoplatonism, Gnosticism, and theurgy in the Hellenistic world. What the fuck is theurgy? Theurgy describes the practice of rituals, sometimes seen as magical in nature, performed with the intention of invoking demons. Right there in black and white on official university paper. Imagine there are 3 universities offering postgraduate programs in Hellenistic invocations of demons. This isn't some type of underground classroom. These are national, major, big-time universities in Europe. The triangle of evil, the real axis of evil in this world isn't the Muslim countries. It ain't even North Korea. It's Amsterdam, Paris, and London. We've said it to you before, and here it is in black and white. These are the cities of the Antichrist. They're the epicenter of evil, the cause for every false flag, for every chemtrail. And they have the massive Freemasonic temples to prove it. And they own Washington, D.C., so they own you. Nothing is as it seems in this new world. The birthday of the Neo-Illuminati is coming up here on May Day. That's the day they took over Freemasonry and stamped the dollar bill with their symbol, with the pyramid and that all-seeing eye. You see it in every halftime show, you see it on television, in music videos, every time you watch the news, every time you watch CBS. If you knew the true history of the modern Western world, not only would you be upset, you would revolt immediately. You would organize the revolution yourself. So learn your history, share this link, share this channel, and share this postgraduate program in magic and invocation and talk about it. Talk about it with your friends and neighbors. Shock them with the truth. We either stand together or fall divided. We need to see past our trivial differences as a people and see the enemy for who they are. These occult members are paying big bucks to learn about black magic in national universities. They're not there to waste their time. They're there to learn how to destroy you and how to destroy the world. Modern day science is nothing short of an extension of black magic, of turning lead into gold. And it's why every bit of technology has a nasty side effect. It's why we say technology, why innovation is the product of an evil hand. Pollution, radiation, toxicity. Every bit of technology has a side effect. Every bit of technology has an undisclosed purpose. They want to kill the masses because nothing is worse than murder except maybe genocide, while breaking the other 9 commandments. This is Ron Johnson from Stranger Than Fiction News, and if you're listening to this, you are the resistance.
The Declaration of Independence states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive to its own ends, it is the right of the people to abolish it.
Ask the average American what he or she thinks about our democracy these days. They're fed up. They've had enough. And this has been going on for years. Over a decade now. Things just keep getting worse and worse. There's more and more chemtrails, not less. They're mandating more and more vaccines, not less. They've put in place Dark Act laws. We've got secret kangaroo courts. Our politicians are bribed and paid for. And it's clear that evil puppet masters are running the show. Nothing is as it seems on television. They lied to the American public about JFK, RFK, Martin Luther King. They lied about the moon landings. Just check out the flag blowing in the wind on Apollo 17. They lied to everybody for years about the Gulf of Tonkin and the start to the Vietnam War. 50,000 Americans dead for their lies. Lately, we've been going through a string of false flags like 9/11, Boston, Sandy Hook. It's a mess out there. And now they're trying to start World War III. Have you seen the news? They're selling baby body parts everywhere like cult members. They've announced clones are coming. Terminators are on the way. Connect those dots to our previous broadcasts. These dots are spelling massive takeover, terraforming, extermination, a gradual don't panic, shelter in place, grab your ankles extermination process. We're fighting for our survival. Zombies out there outnumber us 10 to 1. They've been infected with a virus of the mind. They're post-humanists. Post-human. They don't count on there being people in the future. That's what post-human means. We've gone from Leave It to Beaver to a real-life Skynet Terminator society. That's speed and direction, and the destination is extermination. We're dealing with people infected with a mental virus like rabies, transmitted by the television and public schools. How can we contain the problem? What choice do we have? Liberals are ruling like a mob, and they're looking to wipe us out. They're looking to wipe everybody out. And they've opened that door, that Pandora's box with gun control. They're singling out conservatives as domestic terrorists. They're locking up nonviolent conservatives with agenda-inspired laws. They are the Nazis of the modern world. Don't think for a second that we actually won World War II, ladies and gentlemen. They found pictures of Hitler in South America, and the Nazis are back. They gave up the swastika and they replaced it with a donkey and an elephant. National socialism, statism, fascism. It's the Nazis on one side and the fascists on the other side. That's the two-party system these days. We've been taken over by the fucking Nazis, by cult members in metrosexual clothing. And they'll offer you anything for a vote. But what they're truly offering is extermination. Just look at the clouds. Look at what's in the mandated vaccines. Look at what's in the tap water. They'll offer you anything, but what they're offering is extermination. One side of the duopoly claims to be pro-guns and pro-life. The other side of the duopoly offers pro-environment and pro-transsexual marriage. And through that mind-fuck psyop, the two-party system has covered the entire voting bloc. And so either way, the majority of people out there are voting for a two-party system run by the same fascist Nazi mentality. Evil is as evil does, like a bunch of Charlie Manson groupies. The only good long-term solution here is to organize a peaceful separation, like a divorce. We need to be free people, free from liberal tyranny, free from a world where good is evil and evil is good. The first civil war in our country was free states versus slave states. And if a second civil war comes to town, it'll be the same thing. Free states versus slave states. Because no election will ever change our speed and direction. Storms are on the horizon. Extermination is on the way. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance.